Thank you for joining us today. This is the part one of this course, which we are going to be looking at the act of website designing and setting up a website on your smartphone. So let's dive into this part by looking at the first subject in this part, which is what is website? Website is a collection of several web pages linked together. Now, you can ask, what is web page? A web page is a specific collection of information provided by a website and displayed to the user through the web browser. For you to access any website, you need to enter the URL to that specific website in the URL bar inside your browser. Now, your browser can be Mozilla Firefox, it can be Google Chrome, your browser can be Opera, it can be Safari. So the browser is an engine where you input the URL to the website you want to browse. For example, you want to visit google.com, or you want to access facebook.com, or you are looking at, oh, I want to check my email. So you have to enter the URL into the browser. Once you provide the URL into the browser itself will now locate the server that the website you are about to access is being hosted. Now, from that server, the informations you need, the data you need, will be displayed to you in that page. So that is website. Now, the URL does not just work on its own. The URL is just like the street address of your house. For example, you live in a location in Lagos, and in Lagos we have so many houses, we have so many cities, we have so many streets, we have so many places in Lagos. So your house address, we have like a street. The street, we have a number. Now the street will be in a community. So your URL is like the location to your website. Now, I've been mentioning the word URL. URL. What is the meaning of URL? URL is Uniform Resource Locator. So, the locator, how will your website be located? Your website will be located using the domain name. And if I want to access a specific page on your website, I need to follow the URL to that page. Let's take, for example, you have so many pages on your website. You have the home page, you have the contact us page, you have the about us page, you have so many other pages. Now, if I want to know more about you, now I believe that information should be on the about us page. And let's assume the domain name to your website is myname.com. That is the domain name to your website. So for me to get more information about you, I have to access the about us page or about me page. So what will I do is, the locator to that page is called about me. Now I will now enter your domain name, which is the you the myname.com, then followed by slash, then about me. Once I provide that, then I should be able to access your website easily. So that is what a website is. A website is a collection of several web pages linked together. And what is web page? A web page is a specific collection of information. Now, the information can be a text, it can be images, it can be videos, it can be document, it can be maybe a PDF file that you've attached to that web page. It can be a Word document that you've attached to that page. So those information that you provide are on a page. So a web page is a specific collection of information provided by a website and displayed to the user through the browser. So this is just a quick understanding of what a website means. Now, in our next class, I'm going to be showing you what makes up a website. Now, I've mentioned domain, I talked about server, I talked about content. In our next class, I'm going to be showing you and explaining more of these things. What is the meaning of domain name? What does server means? What does content actually means? So we are going to be breaking this down for better understanding in our next class. So thank you and stay blessed.